Hi, I'm Desmond. For most of my 24 years, I thought I understood my place in our family dynamic. My sister Vanessa was the golden child, honor student, homecoming queen, and now successful marketing executive. I was just, well, Desmond, the quiet one with chronic knee pain from a high school football injury that never healed right. Des, can you grab the salad bowl from the top shelf? Mom called from the kitchen during our monthly family dinner. I winced as I stood, the familiar ache shooting through my right leg. Sure thing. Still limping? Dad looked up from his newspaper, frowning slightly. Thought that would have cleared up by now. It's getting worse, actually. Dr. Maxwell says I need surgery soon, or there could be permanent damage. Surgery? Mom's wooden spoon paused mid-stir. How soon are we talking? He wanted to schedule it for next week, I said, reaching for the bowl. Said there's been a cancellation and they can fit me in. Vanessa swept into the kitchen, phone in hand. Mom, Dad, the travel agent just called. They've got that Mediterranean cruise package I told you about, but we need to book it by tomorrow. Mom and Dad exchanged a look I couldn't quite read. That's wonderful, sweetheart, Mom beamed, completely forgetting our conversation. When is it? Next week, 10 days through Greece, Italy, and Spain. It's the deal of a lifetime. Dad cleared his throat. Vanessa, Desmond was just telling us he needs surgery next week. Oh. She glanced at me, then back at her phone. Can't you reschedule? This cruise has been on my vision board all year. It's not that simple, I started. The waiting list is… Des? Mom interrupted, her voice taking on that syrupy tone she used when trying to persuade. How bad is it really? Could you wait a month or so? I stared at her, stunned. Dr. Maxwell said, Your sister's been working so hard, Dad chimed in. She deserves this break. And we've already told her we'd go with her. You're both going too? The room suddenly felt very small. Of course, Vanessa grinned. Family vacation? You could come too, but I know how you feel about boats. My stomach twisted. Not only were they asking me to delay necessary surgery, but they were planning to be out of the country when I needed them most. Later that evening, my phone buzzed with a text from my best friend Marcus. Hey, still on for basketball tomorrow, it read. Can't, knee's worse, I texted back. 3 dots appeared, then disappeared, then reappeared. Finally, call me. I stepped onto the porch and dialed his number. What's happening with your knee? Marcus asked without preamble. Need surgery. Doctor had an opening next week, but what? Vanessa found some cruise deal. My parents are going with her. Wait, Marcus's voice sharpened. They're delaying your surgery for a vacation? They asked if I could wait. I said I'd talk to Dr. Maxwell tomorrow. And will you? I leaned against the railing watching as Dad loaded Vanessa's shopping bags from their afternoon excursion into her car. I don't know what choice I have. Des, I'm coming over tomorrow. We're talking about this properly. The firmness in his voice was unfamiliar. As I hung up, a text came through from Dr. Maxwell's office confirming my appointment for tomorrow. Below it was another message from my Aunt Elaine, Dad's sister, and the family truth teller. How's the knee? Your mom mentioned you might need surgery soon. I stared at the phone for a long moment before typing. They're asking me to delay it for Vanessa's cruise. Her response was immediate. What? Call me right now. And that's when everything changed. They did what? Aunt Elaine's voice crackled through the phone. Put me on speaker. Marcus should hear this too. I set the phone on the coffee table in Marcus's apartment and pressed the speaker button. Des, this isn't the first time they put Vanessa first, but this crosses a line, Aunt Elaine continued. Your health is at stake here. Marcus leaned forward. What exactly did the doctor say about delaying? That's just it, I sighed, rubbing my knee. Dr. Maxwell was pretty clear yesterday. Delaying could mean permanent damage. The MRI showed the tear is getting worse. And your parents know this? Aunt Elaine asked. I told them, but they didn't really seem to process it. Dad just kept saying, you're young, you'll heal fast. Marcus shook his head. That's not how medicine works. Did you know, Aunt Elaine began cautiously, that they delayed your tonsillectomy when you were 8 so Vanessa could go to summer camp? You ended up in the ER with a severe infection. I felt like I'd been punched. What? I don't remember that. You were too young to understand. Your mom told me it was just bad timing, but I always wondered. My phone buzzed with a text from Dr. Maxwell's office. I grabbed it, scanning quickly. Dr. Maxwell wants to meet this afternoon, says it's important. I'm driving you, Marcus declared, already reaching for his keys. 2 hours later, we sat in Dr. Maxwell's office, the gravity of his expression matching his words. Desmond, delaying this procedure by a month significantly increases your risk of permanent mobility issues, he explained, pointing to the MRI scan displayed on his computer. This tear won't heal on its own. My parents asked if it could wait, I admitted. They're going on vacation next week. Dr. Maxwell's eyebrows shot up. I can't recommend that. In fact, I'm concerned enough that I need to be very direct here. He leaned forward. As your physician, I'm obligated to advocate for your health. What your parents are suggesting borders on medical neglect. Neglect? I echoed, the word feeling strange in my mouth. You're an adult, so legally they aren't responsible for your care, he clarified. But you're still on their insurance, and they're actively discouraging necessary medical treatment. What are my options? I asked. I can hold the surgical slot until tomorrow morning. After that, it goes to someone else, and we're looking at a minimum 6-week wait. As we left the office, my phone rang. It was Vanessa. Des, great news! Mom and Dad just booked the cruise. We leave Sunday. I stopped walking. So you know they asked me to delay my surgery for this? A pause. Well, yeah, but come on, it's just knee surgery. It's not like it's life-threatening. The doctor just told me I could have permanent damage if I wait. Oh, another pause. Well, that sucks. But you know how long Mom's been talking about seeing Santorini, and Dad really needs this break from work. And what about what I need? My voice was steadier than I expected. Don't be dramatic, Des. You always do this. Make everything about you whenever I have something good happening. Marcus, who could hear every word, mouthed speakerphone and motioned for me to press the button. Vanessa, it's Marcus. I'm with Des at the doctor's office. Did you just say he's being dramatic about potential permanent damage to his leg? Marcus, stay out of family business, she snapped. Des knows I didn't mean it that way. How did you mean it then? I asked. Look, just talk to Mom and Dad. I'm sure they'll figure something out. Maybe Aunt Elaine can help you after surgery or something. After hanging up, Marcus looked at me intently. Des, I think you need to talk to someone else about this. Who? My cousin Layla. She's a patient advocate attorney. This isn't right, and you need to know your options. I hesitated, years of family conditioning making me resist the idea of taking action against my parents. But as I shifted my weight and felt that familiar stab of pain, something hardened inside me. Make the call. Your insurance company needs to hear about this, Layla stated, setting down her pen after nearly an hour of taking notes in her office. Your parents' attempt to delay medically necessary treatment for a vacation is exactly the kind of case I handle. Will this cause problems for them? I asked, still conflicted. Let me be clear, Layla said, leaning forward. What they're doing is causing problems for you, potentially lifelong problems. My phone rang, Dad calling. I showed the screen to Layla and Marcus. Answer it, Layla advised. But put it on speaker. Desmond, Dad began without preamble. Your mother and I have discussed it, and we think you're overreacting about this surgery timing. I'm with Dr. Maxwell right now, I lied, catching Layla's approving nod. He says delaying could mean permanent damage. Doctors always say that, he dismissed. They're covering themselves legally. You'll be fine waiting a month. Dad, I'm scheduling the surgery for next week. Silence, then. Son, we won't be here to help you recover. I know. And there's the insurance deductible to consider. We were planning to use that money for the cruise. My breath caught. You're using my surgery deductible money for Vanessa's cruise? Marcus's eyes widened. Layla scribbled furiously on her notepad. Don't twist my words, Dad snapped. We're trying to be practical. Your mother and I have worked hard, and we deserve this vacation. Vanessa deserves it too. And what do I deserve, Dad? Don't start with the self-pity. We've always taken care of you. Have you? The question surprised even me. Excuse me? His voice dropped dangerously. Aunt Elaine told me about delaying my tonsillectomy for Vanessa's camp. I nearly died from that infection. Your aunt needs to mind her own business. And that was different. You were a child. And now I'm an adult who can make my own medical decisions. Fine, he said coldly. But don't expect us to rearrange our lives when you're being stubborn. Your mother's upset now, thanks to you. I heard Mom in the background. Let me talk to him. Desmond, Mom's voice came through, sounding tearful. Please try to understand, this cruise means so much to your sister. Can't you just wait a little longer for the family? For the family, I repeated. Mom, this is my health we're talking about. I know, sweetheart, but if you know, then why are you still going on this cruise? Don't use that tone with your mother, Dad cut in, apparently having taken back the phone. We raised you better than this. You raised me to put Vanessa first, always, even when it hurts me. That's completely unfair. We've sacrificed everything for both of you. Really? Name one time you prioritized my needs over hers, just one. The silence stretched so long, I thought the call had dropped. We're done discussing this, Dad finally said. Either reschedule the surgery or figure it out yourself. I guess I'll figure it out myself then, I replied, my voice surprisingly steady. Don't expect us to pay for it if you're going to be this way. Layla motioned for me to hand her the phone. Mr. Hansen, this is Layla Cortez, patient advocate attorney. I should inform you that denying coverage for a medically necessary procedure could constitute insurance fraud, especially when the funds have been allocated for that purpose. Who the hell is this? Dad exploded. Desmond, did you call a lawyer on us? I'm helping your son understand his rights, Layla continued calmly. I suggest you reconsider your position. This is outrageous. Desmond, what are you doing? Standing up for myself, I answered. For once? You ungrateful, Dad started, but I ended the call. My phone immediately lit up with text from Vanessa. What are you doing? Dad is furious. You're ruining everything. The final one read, if you don't fix this, I swear I'll never forgive you. I showed the messages to Marcus and Layla. Interesting that no one's asking if you'll forgive them, Marcus observed. My phone rang again, Vanessa calling this time. I answered on speaker. How dare you get a lawyer involved, she shouted. Do you have any idea what you've done? I'm doing what I need to do for my health, I replied. Oh, please, it's just a knee. You're doing this to punish me because you're jealous. You've always been jealous of me. Vanessa, that's not... Save it. Mom is crying. Dad is talking about canceling the cruise, and it's all your fault. All because you couldn't wait a few weeks for your precious surgery. The doctor says, I don't care what the doctor says. This is about you being selfish as usual. You know what? I hope you enjoy your stupid surgery all alone because that's how you're going to end up alone. She hung up before I could respond. Layla looked at me sympathetically. Family disputes over medical care are among the most painful cases I handle. I'm sorry you're going through this. So what happens now? I asked, feeling strangely calm despite everything. Now, she said, gathering her papers, we make some calls to ensure your surgery happens as scheduled, regardless of your parents' wishes. Please sign these forms, the hospital administrator said days later. This confirms your insurance coverage. I noticed the highlighted sections. Is this where it shows my parents' attempt to cancel coverage? Yes, the insurance company determined such a cancellation would be bad faith denial. They've approved the procedure and launched an investigation. Marcus squeezed my shoulder. Most people don't have to fight their own parents for necessary medical care. In pre-op, Dr. Maxwell checked on me. How are you feeling? Ready. Nervous, but ready. You've got good people in your corner. Sometimes the family we choose is more important than the one we're born into. Your mother called, Anna-Lane said after he left. They've canceled the cruise. Your father's upset about the penalties. Are they coming here? I asked. No. They need time to process what you've done to the family. Marcus scoffed. Unbelievable. 2 weeks after successful surgery, my phone rang. Is this Desmond Hansen? Rebecca Mills from Midwest Health Insurance. We found evidence of attempted insurance fraud. Your parents diverted funds allocated for your procedure to personal expenses. What happens now? They'll face penalties, including possible criminal charges. They've been dropped from our network. Later, the doorbell rang. My parents and Vanessa walked in. What have you done? Mom cried. They're saying we committed fraud. Your father could lose his job. Is this what you wanted? To destroy our family? Dad demanded. I almost lost function in my leg because you wanted a vacation. It was a family experience, Mom protested. A family that doesn't include me when inconvenient, I pointed out. We made a mistake, Mom pleaded. Help us fix this. It wasn't a misunderstanding. You tried to use my medical funds for Vanessa's vacation. I have the recorded call, I added. My advocate advised documentation. Dad paled. You recorded us? Single-party consent state, Marcus noted. Desmond, please, Vanessa said gently. We're family. We can work this out. I looked at her, seeing not the golden child, but someone shaped by the same dysfunction that hurt me. There's no working this out. The insurance company has the evidence. So that's it? Dad's voice cracked. 24 years as a family and you throw us to the wolves? It wasn't one mistake. It was a pattern I didn't see until now. What do you want from us? Mom asked desperately. Nothing, I realized. I don't want anything from you anymore. After they left, Anna-Lane asked, Are you okay? Not yet, but I think I will be. Later, Marcus asked, Do you regret any of it? No. For the first time, I made a choice for myself. Sometimes justice is just making sure you don't get hurt again. Have you ever stood up to family for your well-being? What would you have done in Desmond's position?